Pennsylvania. Today, a couple of Giants and the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. To kick off, here's Jude McAtomney. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Xavier Gibson now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved. He has so much power, so much strength.
It's intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Tyler Newman. There it is, partner. Tough to resist starting the game with a deep shot. I know you know that. It is aggressive, but also very high risk, high reward.
It is, Kate, and you know as an offensive player, especially as a quarterback, if you go to bed that night, these plays are scripted. You're going to come out, you're going to take a shot. There you got to show a little restraint. If it's not there and that defense has the awareness they just did, boy, you got to be real careful to not give them an opportunity to do what they just did and make a huge play defensively.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Dart starting with a pass here. Now he takes it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now here's Cam Scattergood on the ground. This is going to be down to just about the opposing 36 for their next snap. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
And the Giants, first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
First down, ball at the 36. With the Scattergood here on his own read. He's up again! And they'll finally bring him down at the 22. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Dart out of the shotgun. Caught by Theo Johnson. And he nearly gets him another first down as they force him out just shy of the marker.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. On the handoff, here's Scattergood. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. On the sneak, here's Dart. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
This is going to fall down the whole way to the turf. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it sets up 2nd down.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
It's Tracy on second down. And he's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's third down now.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Leading 4 here on third down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Under the gun this time. Here's Dart. He has the New York touchdown. The Giants have a great first drive and get the game's first points. You come in as a significant underdog, Brock, in somebody else's building. You know how essential it is to have a good start, and these guys did just that.
Yep, you're the weaker guy in the fight. You need to make your first shot count. Make them think about it. They've seized the momentum, really given themselves a fighting chance. Now they just got to do it consistently.
On is Jude Mikatomney now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
Mikatomney all set now for the kickoff. Gibson now to return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And we only saw this group for one snap to start the game, Brock. So hopefully we get a longer look at them this time.
You know, Kate, in a lot of ways, it may even be easier to shake that first one off. They're barely on the field.
Yeah.
So it's really a second chance to write the opening series you wanted.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support. Not many corners can make that stop.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's going to loft one deep to the left. They connect on the deep shot. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Calling this guy a home run hitter isn't exclusive to his abilities on the ground, Brock. We both know all those traits make him a threat to take the lid off a defense as a receiver like he just did too.
No question, and he can do that on short and longer routes. All he needs is just a little bit of space, whether it's near the line on a short little dump-off or up the seam unopposed in space. Give him that inch, and he'll take it a mile.
Hey, what's up, yo? I hit him. Just so you know, can they both?
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. He'll step up, and there he goes. And Dart's got him a fresh set of downs there as he slides to a stop.
16 yards. First down, Giants.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
He's lucky to get back to the line. I think he knows it, too. That play was in trouble early with how well the defense, Kate, read it from the beginning. And he did his best just to get back and break even.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. Has a man on target to Johnson. He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Giants will have a first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
From the pistol, he gave to Scatterboo. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. And on the South had that incredible breakout season last year was Zach Bond.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Dart now. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slipping quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Going Bauer with a big tight end. Good defensive stand here, and they push him away from the goal line. That's back to the 4.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Back to throw. Here starts. Screen here for Scatterboo. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Scatterboo is in for the New York touchdown. The Giants break the tie here in the 1st. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Nicotomney to add the PAT.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Nicotomney all set now for the kickoff.
Set to kick off.
Gibson now to return. Juke the defender. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, you really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. From the 32. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. That was Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. And he's caught. He's got ground. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They kick the running back in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Kylie Brown back-to-back plays. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute it.
1st down, run with Barkley. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Hurts now from the gun. He lofts it deep left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And now a 4th down, staring right at him.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
A 53-yard attempt.
It's good. Not by much, but it's indeed good. Bottom left. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. The Giants about to get to work on offense. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Darts back to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. That Nick Sirianni going to have the officials look at this one again. He's throwing that challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
So the challenge ends up successful. He, in fact, did not get both feet in. This is incomplete. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. Escapes a defender. It goes down.
First down, Giants.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now go play action. Here's Dart. Pulled in by his back, Scattaboo. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. Scattaboo now from the gun. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down, Giants.
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. 14-10 our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Gets it to him on the screen. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 15-yard line.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. Running with Scattaboo. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bag when you can defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Darts looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here goes Dart to the air. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Jalen's punt on the tackle. A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the Eagles' 2-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal. Scattaboo. Up to the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal.
Now we get to a very interesting call on 3rd down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error? Just a single yard to go.
3rd and goal now. Can they find that final yard? They go to him again. And this time he gets in for the New York touchdown. The Giants now lead by 10. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Mickatoomney to add the PAT.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants drive their lead to 11.
21. Eagles 10.
Mickatoomney all set now for the kickoff. Gibson now to return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Hurts on 1st down. It's a screen to Barkley. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. He's got Brown on the slant. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain.
It's a pickup for 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At their 48-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Hurts. Finds the in route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They go play fake with Hurts. Hits him on the out route. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
7th play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And they third down there with the sack.
I think they like to say in baseball, clear the mechanism, and that's what you got to do. You've got to let that play go and simply move on to the next. Hey, listen, rare is the game where pass protection ever is going to win 100% of the time, so move on to the next one.
Now on fourth down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And a well-placed kick here. Not quite on the goal line, but they're pinned deep at their own 10. The Giants and running back Cam Scadaboo trotting back out there. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
And they don't get the stop until he reaches that 25-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
First down, New York.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
On first down, this is Scadaboo. Solid running here. That's 9 yards as he brings up second down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get games like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Going right back to Scadaboo. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking in the booth, I know that play caller is too. It could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on first. And he comes through big here. 9 yards and second down.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. This is Scadaboo, left side. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
On first down, here's Dart. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Driving forward with Scadaboo. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Giants looking for a bigger lead before the break. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 31. He keeps it and takes off. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
He was brought down at the 8-yard
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. One play action with darts. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams with field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
Okay, you get down to this tight red zone, and there's only so many pass plays you can run, largely because you don't have enough space to operate. Defense knows it too. Give those guys some credit. They were all over that one.
Last 2 passes haven't worked out. Another one likely coming. It's 3rd and goal. Darts out of the shotgun. And they take this in for the score. The Giants boat racing them to the halftime locker room.
Just a tremendous effort. And really, this is a play where you can look at the facial expressions of the two sides and know exactly what happened. Offensively, you are smiling from ear to ear that your quarterback's a difference maker. Defensively, just demoralized that you couldn't find a way to stop that scramble.
Mickey to add the PAT.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants push their lead to 18.
Eagles 10.
Mickey all set now for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. Short pass brought in. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
On 1st down, Hurts. That's Dotson with a catch out right. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47.
Dotson. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. From the 47. Completed left side to Smith. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll head up 1st. Hurts throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Hurts yet again. Hauled in by Gunner, left side. And the stop is made at the 32, so give them almost enough for a new set of downs. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final. This is 3rd and inches. And again, here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to run for it. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good.
So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Giants and running back Cam Scatterboot trotting back out there. And as this lead has grown, they have not taken their foot off the gas. No reason to expect them to slow down now on what could be a 4th consecutive touchdown drive. Going on first down. It starts. He'll try and run this. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
1st and 10 from the 41. It's going to tuck it and run. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. And he gets this down to the 38. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
First down, New York.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
On the handoff, here's Scatterboot. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now Dart's going to the air. He's got time here. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this 3rd down. Under the gun this time. Here's Dart. He lobs it deep middle. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And no return here as this one ends up going out of bounds. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. That's exactly what this offense has got to do.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
2nd and 10 now. Ooh, look at this, here he goes. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Hurts. Gets it to him on the screen. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down play, so no gain.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. It keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's good for another Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Something's taken from me.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Throwing the out route complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
2nd and 6 coming up here. And they send a man in motion. From the 19. He's got a man left. And he's brought down after a short gain.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. It's Hurts once again. Pass complete to Goddard. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That one connects. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles start the second half with some needed points. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A 2nd touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separation to the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles make it an 11-point ball game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Now here comes the New York offense. That last touchdown given up cut their lead to 2 scores as they get started here. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Going with Scatterboo here on the ground. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that 1st down. From the gun, here's Dart. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
And the Giants 1st down.
Darts looking to throw. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Taken in by Bellinger. And he's brought down at the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Dart out of the shotgun. Steps up and he's running with it. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Giants.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
It's Gameday on second down. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, New York.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Then he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Giants make it a 3-possession game. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Nicotomney to add the PAT.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Giants push their lead to 18. Nicotomney all set now for the kickoff. Gibson now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be second down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Completed over the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Hurts on first down. Finds Barkley underneath. He has room past the 25. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Hurts throwing again. Dump off caught by his back. And this one doesn't go far.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Hurts yet again. Caught just shy of the goal line. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles make it an 11-point ball game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Giants and running back Cam Scatterboot trotting back out there. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. First call here coming from the shotgun. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. He'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. He's got to be here on his own read. Oh, he loses the football. And the Eagles get to it. And they'll take over a little further upfield thanks to that return.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them kids going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
The Eagles about set to go on offense. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but
while the new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Play is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Scatterboot now from the gun. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Darts back to throw. He's going to tuck it and run. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. And Scatterboot on 3rd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Campbell on the stops. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
Brian Dable has that challenge flag pulled. He wants to take another look at this.
previous play is under review.
Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football. And that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
So upon further review, they get a more favorable spot, and that's enough to give them the first down. Going right back to Scatteroo. He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they step the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Offense to the line for second down. Dart setting in the throw here. Defender. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. To throw, here's Dart. Into traffic, complete! And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
The Giants are set to punt. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense
finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. He does it, touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles now within one score of the fourth. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. His third total score of this game.
Okay, with these great running backs, you know that patience is so often carry to carry, one of their great traits, but also over the course of the game, just waiting for their opportunity to explode and go finish it as he just did.
Looking to tack on two more. The Eagles and Hurts to the line.
The Eagles will set up for the two-point conversion.
He's throwing for it, and he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another two off that lead. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Giants offense all set to get started. And they had to wave that white flag on their last drive, Brock, hoping to avoid having to call that punter this time out.
Yeah, you get several chances a game, on average, somewhere around 10 possessions, and you know not all of them are going to pan out. So you got to forget what lies behind and keep pressing on to the journey ahead.
Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Being offenses love execution and plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
On he was Scatteroo. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. A give to Tracy up the middle. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 42. Connecting on a slant. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Giants will have a first down.
Well, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
New set of downs for him from the 46. The give right side, it's Scatterboo. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
All I could tell him there was good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, they could just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Throw right side is caught by Robinson. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A good pass from the rookie out of Ole Miss, and he gets him a first. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Driving forward with Scatterboo. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Your start now. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. They got a man open to beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Dart now against the blitz. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Now this is out of bounds, and what a beauty. He coffin cornered it well. They're going to mark it at the 2-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. I'll start this one out with Barkley. And in just 6 yards to begin this one. We got 2nd and 4.
I can safely say, Kate, that's exactly what you want offensively. Exactly what you want to do to get out of the shadow of your own goal line. Get a good push. Get a good gain. Get some positive yards. Job well done.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
I know I'm nitpicking a little bit here, Kate, but if they could have held off just another second before making contact, they may have driven this QB right into the end zone, and we know what that would have meant. Well, 2 points and the defense ignited.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. stopped well shy of that first down marker. Call it a yard. That means fourth down coming up.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
The Eagles are in punt formation. And this will be his second effort of the contest. He gets it out of there, and this has some distance. Jukes one defender. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. Now, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. He's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Now it's Scannaboo. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. Third and a lone yard coming up. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle. Get him down right at the line. Fourth down coming up.
Brings up fourth down.
They'll bring out the punter here. And this kick is going to come from inside his own 40. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? So this one flies out right around the 15-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. First and 10, here's Hurts. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hurts now from the gun. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. The time is there, but the timeouts are not. You've got to be smart. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Gets him on the in route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far.
They took down a Scott. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Giants' 38-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here he is to throw. Searches from the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Looking to throw it. Shakes himself. He's going to have this one down to the 20. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's first down. Back to throw. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
The extra point wouldn't do much for them, so they're going to go for two and try to make this a field goal game.
The Eagles will set up for the two-point conversion.
Setting up to pass. And he brings it in. That makes this a field goal game now.
Makes the score Eagles 38, Giants 35.
Well, it may be stating the obvious, partner. I do that sometimes often, but tight ends, such a mismatch this close in. And no surprise, they win his way for that two-point conversion.
Yeah, it's one of those guys, security blanket. Whether he's designed read or not, this quarterback knows that tight end's a great outlet. Why? Because often they're bigger and they're stronger. Even if they're double-teamed, there's still that chance to get that entry pass, like a great post in basketball, and they know how to finish.
New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's second down. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. They'll look to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he gets the first before stopping the clock, and even 20 seconds to go. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. From the gun, here's Dart. Complete left side to Robinson. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 47. They'll drop this down, Scannaboo. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. And with 10 seconds left in this game, they're going to burn their final timeout.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
On comes Jude Mikatomny for a pretty important kick. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And it's on its way and through. He hit it from deep. And in the final moments, they have tied this game.
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. And now, if things go a specific way in OT, the next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner. And now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. On the return, here comes Olszewski. This makes it up to the 25. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor.
Oh, big interception here. Adoree Jackson makes the play. And the Eagles surprise them with the interception and now have a chance to win this game. Wow. Stunned silence up here and stunned silence on that sideline, partner. I mean, a pick on the very first play of overtime. That one may have just decided this ball game.
Well, this offense now has to go out on that field and capitalize. It's got to pay off what the defense just did. This is called complementary football, Kate. Your defense goes out there and takes the ball away extraordinarily. And now the offense has got to find a way to finish this game off with points. The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
Well, Brock, they're in range for a game-winning field goal, but the offense staying out there right now. It's 2nd down. From the 19. Hauled in by Gunner, left side. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
That's good for the Eagles. 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
1st and goal. They'll try an option to the left. He picks up 7, and now it's 2nd and goal at the 3.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Putting the tight end in motion. Barkley going to try to smash his way in. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Hurts now on 3rd and goal. And this is over. He takes it in, and that wins it in overtime.
Touchdown, Eagles.
So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.